Hey guys, it's Fred. Thanks for joining me. This is a different type video. Famous football player got arrested, but let's watch it and then we'll talk. Contempt of cop. Nothing more than contempt of cop.
PTV Uncovered show NFL Hall of Famer and Super Bowl champion Warren Sapp's attorney sent a notice of a claim against the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office.
Florida law requires people send these types of notices before suing a government. In this case, Sapp's attorney in the notice of a claim is requesting $20 million for damages.
WPTV's Ethan Stein dug through the documents to uncover why Sapp is asking for the money. Ethan?
Well, the attorney in this notice of a claim says that deputies violated Warren Sapp's civil rights during an incident that happened in February last year. In sheriff's body camera footage, he's seen in a group of people in sports cars. A deputy pulled over one of those cars. Take a look. This is body camera footage we obtained from a public records request filed with the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office. It shows the moment a deputy confronts a driver she suspects is speeding.
I got you going 63. It's a 35 through town. All you guys are hauling down the road.
It happened around 4:10 in the afternoon on February 24th, 2024. The group pulled over at a gas station. According to the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office computer-assisted dispatch system, deputies got multiple calls related to luxury and high-end cars almost causing crashes.
The blue Lamborghini right in front of you and the other one that just pulled in. These other cars, I don't know how fast they were going.
The body camera footage WPTV received shows it taking 23 minutes to create the ticket. And during that time, a crowd gathered. On the footage, you can see NFL Hall of Famer Warren Sapp among them. He speaks to the deputy issuing the ticket.
We got is not double 35.
In the video, Sapp continues to talk to the deputy. Then a different deputy instructs Sapp to stop.
What do you mean? Stop what?
You don't have to wait on this. You want to go to jail today?
Excuse me,
I don't think you go to jail for obstruction.
obstruction is a physical thing. I'm not in between.
Would you like to go to jail for obstruction?
Obstruction is a physical thing. You know that, right? You do know that, right?
I know the law.
Obstruction is a physical thing. What did I do that
You're
physically
obstructing her from
obstructed?
doing her job.
What did I physically do? It's a physical action.
No, you're not either.
Obstruction is a physical action.
If you don't sign your
Not
name
freedom
on
of speech.
this,
Not freedom of speech. You know, that's constitutionally protected, right? Yeah, that's right.
Now it's my turn.
588.
If you don't remember your name during an investigation, that's obstruction.
What's your name? What's your name and badge number?
Coon Fair, 734.
All right, 734.
Yeah.
Detained for what?
I'll take that.
Detained for what? What am I being detained?
Nothing more than contempt of cop. The officer didn't like him questioning and calling him out.
In the video, you can hear Sapp repeat the question multiple times. According to the investigation narrative from the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office, the deputy advised Warren he was not under arrest. Instead, was being detained.
You're going to back
Why
of my car.
would I get in the back of your car?
Because I'm surrounded by about 20, 30.
See what the report says? Did you ever hear any of that on the audio? You didn't hear that. He wrote that in his report. That's fraudulent. That's not true. He never told him he was just detaining him. He asked him if he wanted to be arrested, and he said, for what? And he said, obstruction. He said, I'm not obstructing. Next thing you know, he grabs him, puts the handcuffs on him. But he writes in his report that he was just going to detain him.
34.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a safe situation.
It's a safe situation. Ain't nobody doing anything.
According to the investigation narrative, the deputy says Sapp continued to plant his feet to the ground, refusing to get in the back of the patrol vehicle.
That guy's too big to get in that cruiser.
I don't have to answer you. I'm not getting in that car. I'm not getting in that car. Why am I getting in that car?
Back up! Back up! Back up!
Get back. Get back. Get back.
Let's go. That's all I want to know. Where's the
Sit
supervisor?
down.
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down.
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down.
Eventually, Sapp is transported to the Okeechobee County Jail. The footage shows he then spoke to a supervisor.
My name's Sergeant Ellis. I'm the road patrol supervisor. You want to speak to the supervisor?
I was wondering, you was outside the gas station when they drove away, right?
Yes.
How come we didn't have a conversation yet?
Because you were already in the back of a patrol car and we needed to get you out of there as quick as possible.
And that's what we came up with?
That's what happened.
According to documents from the state
Oh, I love this guy. I love his personality and attitude. just sits there and smiles and grins. He knows they're bull crapping, but he knows he's got the money, that he's going to put them through heck from these lawsuits, because they definitely deserve it. This was nothing more than contempt of cop, and he knows it, but his lawyers will eventually educate the police.
Attorney's office, Sapp was charged with resisting officer without violence, but court records from Okeechobee County show prosecutors filed no information, meaning it dropped the charges. The state attorney's office sent us a...
Of course, they would have to drop the charges. There was no resisting. There was no obstruction. There was no crime whatsoever committed by that fella. No crime. Nothing more than insulting the officer in front of all those bystanders. He took it personal, and he went into contempt of cop. Well, I'll just arrest you then. And the guy was smart enough not to resist. He went along with them, and now he'll have his day in court. This officer should be fired. If he's not fired yet, that's his one strike. One strike and you're out. If you can't deal with the public no better than that, then you need to be gone. That's what's happening to police officers in this day and age. That's why we're having all the issues. It's officers with personalities and attitudes like this. If the man would have put up a fight, that's fine. Fight him as long as he's fighting to effect the arrest. When it's over with, stop. This man never did anything to be arrested for. He never violated any laws.
Memo in the case, its conclusion reads in part, the law will not support a conviction beyond a reasonable doubt. Still, according to the notice of claim, Sapp is seeking $20 million in damages.
Not enough.
Last week, a viewer shot this video of Warren Sapp.
Not enough. Been arrested for the rest of his days. Have you ever been arrested? Yes. He don't have time to explain it. He has been arrested.
Outside the County Board of Commissioners meeting last week.
I gotta go by the sheriff's office and get my thing. If I want to join me in the lobby.
Those people around Sapp also attended the meeting. They traveled from across the state and acknowledged Sapp in the back of the room, while also giving their opinions to the Board of Commissioners on the potential lawsuit.
The unjust arrest of Mr. Warren Sapp is a stark reminder that the fight against racism and tyranny is far from over.
If he wins his lawsuit for $20 million, you're going to apologize to the taxpayers?
That's what the sheriff's department did to Mr. Sapp back there. Stomped on his rights.
Exactly.
Sapp's attorney says Sapp was unable to sleep and his son's birthday was negatively affected by the February incident from last year. The attorney in the notice of claim says the Florida Sheriff's Risk Management Fund already offered Sapp $3,500, according to that website. That's an organization created and owned by the Florida Sheriffs. It says online it provides customized and affordable liability, automotive, and workers' compensation coverages to Florida Sheriff's offices. That organization, the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office, and Sapp did not get back.
Guys, if you're on that jury when it comes to court, I hope and I have a feeling that he will. He may take it to the jury just to see how it goes. I hope the jury breaks the bank on it. Imagine you're a free man out cruising around the highway, enjoying your afternoon. If he was speeding, if he was doing something wrong, write him a ticket and let him go. See, you give him a ticket and he'll have his day in court. But because he was asking questions, that's not against the law. Like he said, freedom of speech. Totally wrong. I hope it goes to trial. I hope they break the bank. That's the only way that this generation of police officers are going to learn that they have to change. We've got to stop this mentality and the direction in which it's going right now. We have to. Or our grandchildren are not going to be safe riding up down the roads.